Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the Parenting with Love podcast, and today I'm going to be talking about, are you parenting in fear or in love? Last week I talked about how sometimes our trauma or the things that we've experienced influence, is not just sometimes, they do influence what we do. Unless we have dealt with them, unless we are intentional about working on those things, they will influence what we do. And so something happened to me recently, and then I realized, so I listened to a message, and the person was talking about how we're either operating in fear or in love. And so some days after, there was this day I told my son to go to bed and he didn't. And so I just left him. And then I now thought about it, that the reason, so at the moment when he didn't, like, he knew that mommy wasn't, at that point, regarding that going to bed matter, mommy wasn't going to maybe say anything. Like, yes, I said go to bed, but I probably wasn't going to do anything. And I thought about it, like, why am I not like doing anything about this matters? And why am I allowing him to not to do what I say? And then I realized that I was actually operating in fear. In the past, I used to think that fear was just about making me like to jump on his mistakes or to yell or to scream. But that day I realized that fear can also lead to us not doing anything. There are different parenting styles. There are the parenting styles where a parent may just feel, don't let me do anything, don't let me touch this child, don't let me hurt his feeling, that kind of thing. So I realized that fear actually can make us be harsh on our children. It can make us yell and scream because we're afraid that, I don't want them to turn out bad. On the other hand, it can also make us feel, okay, I don't want to touch them. And I realized that I'd actually been on those two extremes. Like in the past, I could be very harsh and jump on him, and then I got to a place where I was like, okay, let me just leave him. But being in fear is different from being in love, because true love actually corrects, disciplines. The Bible talks about how God corrects us because he loves us. So true love will not look away because I'm interested in my child. I want them to do well. Do you understand? I want them to turn out well. I'm training them for where they should go, to be disciplined. I would actually step up and correct my child. And so basically this is asking us to reflect on ourselves. Whatever I'm doing, am I in fear or in love? Sometimes fear can look like love. We can feel that, I don't want this child to turn out bad, but it may actually be a fear that is pushing us. It may be a fear of where we're coming from. So for me, it was because I had like a lot of experiences of adults saying negative things to me growing up, not my parents. So I had a lot of adults around me growing up. I felt that affected me emotionally, and because of that trauma, what I got out of that trauma, instead of healing and being in a healthy place, it translated to me being afraid to have some difficult, tough conversations, because I didn't want the same thing to happen to my children. I didn't want to traumatize them, right? But the truth is that no matter what our intentions are, anything that we do out of fear will always be wrong. It doesn't matter what the intentions are, it will always come out wrong, whether it's on both extremes. But whenever we are in love, whenever we are in that place where we're coming from a place of love, and we get to this place by first dealing with those wounds and those hurts and whatever it is that is pushing us, and stepping out of there into trust in God regarding our children, faith in him, that what has God said about your children. Remember our first video of this year, what has God said? Staying in that place, not just staying there, but also being observant of what is going on right now. What do I need to do? It's not being we're not just acting as if things are not happening. No, we're observant. This is what is happening. Maybe you notice, maybe this child started telling lies or started taking things. Yeah, we're not assuming, we're not wishing them away. We're facing it headlong, and also doing it in love. Remember, patient, kind. Love. Bible says that love rejoices in the truth. And so correct disciplines, so basically merging all those things. Parenting from that place where I want the best for this child, and the best for this child is for this child to develop good character, good values, and because of that I need to, if there's correction that needs to be done, if there's explanation that needs to be done, if there's teaching that needs to be done, if there's modeling that needs to be done, if it has to do with us looking at ourselves, is there something we're doing that is showing, modeling those things to these children? So today was just about saying that, are you in fear or in love? Are you in fear? Because fear makes us shrink back. Fear can also make us, just as there's this stress response in the body. So you're either in fight mode, which a lot of people can be in, or in flight mode where you ignore the issue or you run away, or in freeze mode where you don't do anything at all. That's what fear does. So you're either in fight mode, you're harsh, you're screaming, or you're in flight mode, you jump out of that scenario, or in freeze mode, you're just there, negligence, not doing anything. Or are you in love? Are you in love? And love corrects, love also, yes, love has empathy. I see where you are, I see where you're coming from, but because I also see where you are going, I will help you get there. And part of helping you get there is correction. How the Bible says how God prunes us so that we can grow. Yeah, that is what true love is. So thank you guys, see you next time, bye.